Hey, what's up guys? MGH here. Welcome back to the MGH United Road to Glory. In today's episode, we are going to be completing September and October. Of course, we've just finished the transfer window. It's now time to see if the team will settle nicely, if we can continue in, I think, what is very good form right now. 7 games played, 6 wins, 1 loss. We're looking pretty strong, but of course, everything can change. We're going to do 2 months in this episode, and then, of course, tomorrow we'll go ahead and do November and December, and then it's the transfer window again, and we're going into the final part of the season. Of course, my main target is to get promoted this season. We have to get into the Championship. I really hope we can pull it off, and hopefully, first time's the charm. But let's get into the first game. So here is a look at the table. We've got Portsmouth just 1 point behind us, Rotherham, Stoke, Cambridge, but we're on top, baby. 18 points from 7 games. Not too bad at all. And one of the reasons we've been doing quite well is because of this guy right here. Archie Barrett, 3 goals in his last 3 games. He is on fire at the moment, and he will be starting against MK Dons. Of course, a little bit of a tricky window losing Thomas, but if Barrett can step up and score the goals that Thomas would be scoring, then I think we'll be okay. But of course, we're talking about 2 completely different players at different levels. Thomas is just incredible. By the way, I checked his stats already this season. He's gone up by 1. It's ridiculous. So who knows what rating he's going to be by the time that we actually get him back in the squad, hopefully in the Premier League. But anyway, Insua started this game on the left side, but everything was going through the middle with Villalba. We also had Jourdau starting in midfield. I did have to rotate quite a lot for this game against MK Dons, but it was a good game to rotate in. They're not the strongest side in the league. And Oakley Booth is another player that came in, and I've got to say, guys, really, really impressed with Oakley Booth. I like him. I think my current favourite duo in midfield is Lewis Hall, the guy who just put that ball through, and I would partner him next to Oakley Booth. I really believe that whilst I really enjoyed O'Neill and McGowan, and now we've got Jourdau as well, I just think those 2 are my favourite. They're my go-to partnership in midfield at the moment. And of course, one of my star players this season so far has been Gordon. He gets the ball into the box, which is unfortunately not able to be controlled by Barrett. It finds its way to Villalba, who plays it over to Insua and now over to Lewis Hall, who was playing left-back in this game, by the way. And he does a very good job. And this is just such a well-worked goal. Tidy, beautiful. And Villalba gets another goal. He might be one of the more underrated players in this squad. We all talk about the other players, but now that Thomas is gone, now that he's on loan at Wolfsburg, maybe Villalba is the star man. But it's going to be Barrett who gets the assist, and look at that, outside of the left boot. Beautiful. But MK Dons trying to get back in the game. They get down the right side here, pass it into the box, and it does require a comfortable, but still a save nonetheless there from Holloway, who, of course, is one of our top young players. He's showing potential to be special when you go into his bio. So he has a huge potential. We need to hold on to him for as long as we can. We found Gordon on the right side. He finesses it, and surely making it 2-0 with 20 minutes to go. That should be the win. And what a pass from Lewis Hall, playing left back over to right wing, and then I've just gone for it. I love those finesse shots. But I've got to say, what you see in an episode like this, maybe I'll score 2 goals like this, I've had maybe 10 or 15 attempts. The amount of times in this game that finesse shots just don't work, and they're awful. You know, it happens quite a lot. MK Dons on the break again. They do pull one back. And what is it with the transfer list curse? Or transfer players that I'm looking to transfer in? They always seem to score against me. This is Lecco, and this is a player that I did look at originally in Season 1, I believe, especially in the winter. We didn't go for him in the end, and he scored against me today. But thankfully, we were able to hold on to the 2-1 away win, and Lecco's goal was not enough. So very happy with that. The performance was a weird one because I did dominate, but I guess I could have done more. Just a 2-1 win. A little bit disappointed that I couldn't get a couple more goals. But we'll move on into the next game. It is Exeter City at home. A very, very good side. Of course, they've been promoted with us, and this is the first time we're going to play them. And we'll see, have they reinforced the squad as much as we have? Because I feel like we've gone up a level since we've come into League One, and that's what you've got to do. It's a great attempt from Tito Villalba. Outside of the boot again, saved by the keeper. And now we've got Barrett over on the left side. He gets the cross in. No one's on the end of it. But we are going to try and recycle the ball, which we are able to do here. Just a powering run from Williams there, the captain. And I thought, I'm just going to have a shot. And you know what? It was on target. Not too bad. Hunter gets the cross in. Can't leap high enough to win the header, but they cannot stop this constant flow of attacks. Exeter City look very, very weak in defence. Another shot coming in straight at the keeper there. I don't know what it is. I seem to be having a lot of shots with defenders in this game, which, you know, it's not really ever going to go that well. But we do eventually find ourselves in the box again, and it falls for that man, Villalba, the Paraguayan Messi. What a strike. And guess what? This time, it's his right foot, right? It was his right foot. I'm pretty sure he just scored with his weak foot. It is an early Christmas miracle. Yeah, look at that. First time on his right. And we finally take the lead. Deservedly so. We were absolutely destroying the Exeter defence constantly. Here is Villalba again. Guess what? Outside of the left foot. Unfortunate because the keeper, Blackman, having another very good performance against us. Now, into the second half, and we've given away a pretty horrendous foul there. That's not a good foul at all. Is there a good foul? I guess tactical ones can be quite good, but this was a straight red for our new signing, Lewis Hall, on loan from Chelsea with an option to buy for 1.9 million, I think it was. So, yeah, we need to make sure we have 1.9 million to actually pay for that. But he gets sent off. The free kick is going to come in here from Exeter City, and it comes crashing off the post. I feel so bad for them. I really do. It was a great free kick. But I took this as an opportunity, seeing as we were down to 10 men, that maybe we could just get a bit of luck, try and get that second goal, even with the extra man advantage for Exeter. We do score, and it's... Is that Mario Balotelli? Unbelievable. Who remembers that moment when Balotelli first joined City and he did that stupid roulette pass, whatever, in pre-season and then got instantly substituted? It kind of reminded me of that, but Barrett was offside. It's not going to count. Here we are in injury time. I held on despite having just 10 men, and honestly, we were absolutely fine. If anything, it didn't feel different. So really happy with that, although just the one goal, even though we just destroyed them, we absolutely hammered them the entire game. But they hit the post with the free kick, you know, and with the extra man, maybe they could have done some damage and actually got an equaliser or maybe even a winner. But we move on into the next one. It is Birmingham. They have a very good side. One of their best players, Chong, ex-Manchester United winger. I think he's converted to a striker these days, right? He is a nightmare. Here he is, picks out a pass. And we've got a bit of defending to do here. Goes out wide to Williams, who gets tackled by our Williams, and it would have been a foul, but they've played on. Chong finds the ball into the box, and Bakuna with one of the best goals I've seen this season. This is a beauty. Have a look at the replay. The way he controls it and then volleys it in the air. I mean, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. I wish I scored this. Just an absolute peach. But you've probably seen by the title, we do score an absolute beauty later in this episode. So keep an eye out for that one. But we're 1-0 down. Keeper gives away the ball. Tito's there. And the man in form should probably be scoring that, if I'm honest. Just goes over the bar. But it's okay. We're still only 28 minutes in. Plenty of time to get an equaliser in this game. But it felt like one of those matches where nothing was really going my way. Here is Oakley Booth. Power shot. Saved. Castro in goal. Very, very good save. And then we get a free kick. Now, this is the difference between Thomas and everyone else in my club. Look how bad, look how bad that was. I'm not saying I would have scored that particular free kick with Thomas, but it definitely would have been better. He's just unreal at free kicks. But we do get into the box in the second half. It took us until the 65th minute to finally score. And it is that man again, Archie Barrett. He really is in form this season and seems to be taking that spot that Thomas has left, that massive void in the team. Maybe Archie Barrett is the one. But we're going to bring on Connolly now with the quick sub feature. Normally I hide that. I don't know why it came up on screen. But yeah, we brought on Connolly. And do you know what? It's funny. Connolly, I feel like he should be quicker than he is. Because he's quite a small guy. But when you look at his stats, he's not actually that quick. It's a bit of a weird one. But when you do get the ball with him, he feels quick. That's the main thing. He feels very agile, you know, and we will score goals with him. But honestly, I'd rather prioritise Barrett up front if that's what I'm going to do for the future. But anyway, we couldn't get the winner, guys. It was 1-1, and we go into the next one. It's against Sheffield Wednesday. We're at home this time. It's raining, as always. And hopefully we can pick up 3 points here after dropping points in the last game. We get off to a relatively poor start. They dominated possession early on, but we got the possession back. We've played it forward to Barrett, who really should be scoring there. It was an interception from Bolton, and then we just played it forward. Very unlucky not to score, but we're going to get the corner in here with Tito Villalba. It's a great delivery, unfortunately not able to head on target. Here's Barrett again, whips it back in, and that is a beautiful header from the Romanian Coman. Now look at the replay. I love this animation, I guess, is what you call it. Just see how he leaps up into the air and heads it. See what his legs do. It's just a really satisfying header and a very cool animation. I took the cross very slowly there, didn't I? Really got the power right, and there you can see he just leaps up. Almost like a star jump, and it is going to be 1-0. And I was hoping I could get a second goal before half-time here. And McGowan's in, and he's useless. Any other central midfielder, I think I score there. Very, very unfortunate. McGowan is just not very good in front of goal, and that is unfortunately going to be a problem for me in terms of picking my central midfield partnership. I think Oakley Booth scores there. I think, you know, well, everyone, like I said, scores there. Should be 2-0. It really, really should be. And starting in the second half very well here, Sheffield Wednesday. It comes off the bar, and then a follow-up save from Holloway. Not the ideal start. Felt like they were going to score, but we did take them all the way to the final 5 minutes here. A shot which gets headed out, and they're going to get themselves on the break. And I was thinking to myself, this is just another typical draw in the last few minutes, isn't it? Lovely play forward, struggling to keep them away from my area. My players were tired at this point, you could tell. I was rotating again, and Byers is through, and Holloway, absolute legend. Huge save. That is worth a goal, but it's not over yet because I've given it away, and they're going to get the attack going again here. Once again, really nice play from Sheffield Wednesday. They've got some really decent footballers there, and they're playing nice football. The passing around the box, very difficult to defend against. It's come out here to Wilkes, trying to close him down with Williams. And look at this, they just find more space. Another player in the open. It was constant, but eventually, I guess, the referee just had enough. And there it is, guys. Another 1-0 win. Now, I am noticing a problem as we go into Leyton Orient. I am not scoring enough goals. It's the complete opposite. You know, my usual issue is that I'm scoring enough, but I'm conceding too much. Well, this season, it feels like it is genuinely the opposite. I'm defending relatively well. I'm not conceding too many goals, but I'm absolutely struggling to actually score more than a couple in each game. And you've seen it in this episode that I'm not destroying teams 3-0, 4-0. So maybe my team isn't as good as I initially thought. Maybe this will be a little bit more of a struggle over the season. But here is Lewis Hall. Picks out Archie Barrett, who's up front again. Nice bit of skill to get on the inside. And again, outside of the boot. It is one of my favourite finishes in the game. And there is Archie Barrett scoring again. Is this game going to be a little bit better? Are we going to score a couple more goals? You will find out. But let's have a look at the replay here. The Hypermotion 2 technology replay, sponsored by EA. And it is actually a very cool replay system. I do like it. And there you can see reverse cam. Not too much whippage on the ball, but just enough to get around the keeper's fingertips. And it nestles nicely into the far corner. So 1-0 up. Half an hour in. Cross comes in. Great save by Holloway again. Leyton Orient were having a relatively decent game. They weren't struggling too much, even though they were 1-0 down, but it was pretty much the only chance I'd had. That is also a very good save, this time from the Leyton Orient keeper. Now, into the second half, Lewis Hall picks it up. It is over to Coman, who will be a winger. He is not going to be a striker anymore, because Archie Barrett is doing that job. He can't miss from... Yeah, he can. He absolutely can miss from there. I mean, I was shocked when I saw this happen, and I'm shocked again watching it back. How has that not gone in? Same question here. How am I not 1-1 there? Leyton Orient with such a huge chance right at the end of the game here, right at the death of the game, and they could not put it away. And they're going to get another chance here. Once again, saved by Holloway. And guess what, guys? It's another 1-0 win. And I don't like that. It's scary. You know, you don't want to be winning 1-0 all the time. You need to be convincing other teams that you're much better, you know. But we go into a couple of simmed games against the lower league teams. Doncaster, somehow I've drawn that one. Lincoln City, really struggling this season. Another draw. We're dominating possession, shots, chances, just not getting the wins there. But surely, third time lucky, changing the squad a little bit for Oxford United here, and it'll be a nice, easy win this time, right? No, it won't be. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. Ex-Arsenal McGuane, he is a very decent player, and he won them the game. I mean, what can you say? But we're going into the last game of this episode. It is Fleetwood, and this is the match you've been waiting for, guys. The goal that we score is truly incredible, but will it be a winning goal? Well, we start off nicely here. The cross with so much power. The defender could not hold on to it. He could not control it. I don't know why he didn't just clear it out. We managed to capitalise on that. Excuse me. Fleetwood through on goal now. Good tackle from Bolton, but it is going to be a corner. Injury time in the first half. This would be a devastating time to concede. Here comes the delivery. We couldn't head it out, but thankfully Holloway is there again, making some big, big saves in this episode. Corner coming in again. Holloway is equal to it. Now, this is it, guys. This is it. Watch this beauty. Connolly on the ball. Chips it in for Oakley Booth. It is absolutely disgusting. How dare you? How dare you? You have no right scoring that. And this is another reason why Oakley Booth is now starting for MGH United. He is miles better than, well, I would say maybe not miles better, but definitely better than McGowan. I think him and Lewis Hall really are the way to go. They complement each other so well. That is just, absolutely beautiful. 2-0. Of course, we're not looking like losing this one. And it's not one goal. It's not a one-goal lead. We're actually doing really well here. Again, I don't know why I did that. I could have easily made it 3-0 with Connolly, and I've done a stupid L2 shot. It's because I wanted him to use the outside of his boot. But it is what it is. Barrett couldn't score there either. And they're lucky. They get saved by the whistle here. We could have maybe got a third. But there it is, guys. And here is a look at the updated table after 16 games. We're looking pretty good. Very, very happy with that. And what a goal from Oakley Booth. Goal of the season? Definitely so far. Well, I think it's fair to say it wasn't too bad after 16 games. We've won 11 of those matches, drawing 3 and losing 2, with 3 points behind Portsmouth. And you know what? It's not too bad. I really enjoyed these matches. And every now and again, I do like to do these episodes where I just play the games and then talk over the top once I've edited it. Obviously, I get a lot more done this way as well. We get some progression. But yeah, we are looking good, I think, for promotion this season. At least the playoffs guaranteed, I would say. But tomorrow we go again and we will get ourselves towards the January transfer window. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next episode. And don't judge me, all right? It's cold.